Is Dennis Muhiambogo. I was born and raised here in Mathare. It's my area where I was born. People here who lived here or who are still here, they do casual jobs like building houses, women going to sleep there, washing clothes and house chores. Yeah, I schooled there. There was a school there called Mathare Foi or Hayd Mary Primary School. Yeah, I've been here for now. It's like 33 years now.
So there's no bridge. They were expecting that there was a bridge which you could pass with. So we will have just to go how it came.
We've always had floods periodically. This time is the worst, you know, and I believe it's because of the climate change that happened. In the past, we've had El Ninos. Like in 1988, we had El Nino. We've had floods in the past, but they have never reached this extent. And we've had so many deaths. The last time I checked, the deaths had reached 50, but there are much more because there are people who are dying and they're not being accounted for. Nobody knows where they've gone, and also the government has not been taking this matter very seriously. If we hear that this water had reached that level, that is historic. He says that he was born here, and it has never reached that level. So it's huge, and it's not just in Nairobi, it's in the whole country. Yeah? If you go to the western side, the lake has gone up. If you go to the lower sides, cars are being carried with people on them. Yeah? So it is a question of environmental crisis that we are encountering today, and this is just a manifestation of the global environmental crisis. We've seen trees upstream being cut, for profit. We've seen land where there's grass and all these other things being removed so that they can build these concrete walls and all that. Those are some of the things that will mitigate, to stop the flooding from occurring. But it doesn't happen because they're after profits, they're after their own selfish needs. And if we do not change, if we don't take care of the environment, then we expect it to be worse and worse going forward. As a Communist Party, our position is clear that there are two things that must happen here. One is in the immediate term, and the second one is in the long term. In the immediate term, the government must take responsibility. It must, one, ensure that all the people who live in these dangerous zones are evacuated to safer zones and they are given temporary houses, food, clothing and other amenities. Number two, those who already are staying in their own safe places, like those who are living in the school up there, those who are living in the churches down there, the government must come in and ensure that they have at least beddings, they have food. We went there with Mbogo the other time and we found people had not eaten for a day. The previous night and that day. If you look at the mattresses that they're using, and all are coming from well-wishers, you know, they're in very dilapidated zones, and their mothers, they are young children who are suffering a lot. So we are saying that the government must, in the immediate term, come in and assist these people who are here. They must also open up the drainages and ensure that water is flowing freely to the rivers and those other areas. Number two, we are saying that this is part of the environmental crisis, and the government must come in and resolve it. This is a long-term thing. We've seen people cutting trees in the forest. We've seen people being settled by the government in Mau, in other places. We've seen people being allowed, multinationals coming in and being given land which they convert into farmlands. And those are water catchment areas. Those are areas which clean our environment, and we are insisting. We are saying that the environmental crisis must be dealt with from now on. Instead of just giving lip service, we've seen our president holding the climate change conference here, but there's nothing that they say. They just come with academic and populist terms, but on the ground there's nothing that is happening. So our demand as the Communist Party is that the government must accept that there is a real climate and environmental crisis in Kenya. It is international in nature, but in Kenya it's still there, and they have the powers to reverse the effects and stop the effects of the climate crisis that we are having.
Alikuja nini? Last week.
Hii wiki tu, hii wiki imeisha. Nakwambia watu wanakula tiaga.
Nini ingine? Kama gani? Kuchora. Na nini ingine? Agriculture wapi? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, go! 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, go!